What is up, college lacrosse fans? You're watching another episode. It's the LaxFactor Lacrosse Film Review, and today we're going to watch a couple of defensive sequences, actually closer to a handful of defensive sequences from Delaware, as well as some offensive sequences from Delaware that kind of show how Delaware was able to jump out early in this game and then recover from 2 goals behind late in the game to pull off the 10-9 upset. Now, one of the things that we got to talk about here, Kilkeary for Delaware, their goalie, Matt Kilkeary, he had a hell of a game and outplayed goalie of the year, Owen McElroy, with 14 saves versus just 9 goals against. But both of these teams were very defensive-minded, both very solid defensive teams, but we're still dealing with a 2-seed in Georgetown playing one of the teams that had to play the play-in game here in Delaware. So this game was not supposed to play out this way, and I want to go through some defensive sequences early that led to some offensive goals, and then late I want to cover some goalie saves down the stretch that were huge that led to some goals that resulted in the comeback and the victory. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it, and be sure to share this video with your friends. I'm not going to draw on this one as much. This will be a little bit less educational and just more, hey, situationally, this is what happened that allowed Delaware to kind of come back from behind and win this game. Okay, here we're going to see another takeaway, and this one more impressive right there. And I mean, nothing spectacular. Impressive in the sense of how quickly it dislodged the ball, and Delaware's going back up the other way. But if we watch it, you're going to see just boom, nice little slap check, bottom hand, just being pesky. And that's what we see. We're going to watch this one more time before we go back the other way, because this is one of those sequences where Delaware got to stop right there. Nice check, ball goes back up the other way, and this is going to lead to Delaware's first goal of the game after already turning Georgetown away on a few occasions. All right, I'm going to stop it here. Here is going to be Delaware's first goal, and once again, the reason I highlighted that initial shot off that where the feed to the backside shot was because we're going to see that again. We've got Georgetown. This is obviously the help defender here. We're going to see Delaware attack up this side of the field. He's going to come into this kind of 5-and-5 region, the sweet spot, and we're going to see this help defender all along is going to be watching and waiting to help. And once again, it's almost going to look like a force. This offensive player is going to get up into this region here, and he's kind of going to force a pass to the backside that this time it's actually going to pan out for him. So let's watch it first, and then we will dive back and watch it a few times. But right there, see the help defender watching ball, and that's where I'm saying it was almost ill-advised in the sense that the defender's there, his stick is up, but Delaware obviously saw something. Look at right here. Delaware obviously saw something in their review of film that told them, we want to attack here. We want to attack the backside. You've got a defender here who's help. He is watching the ball. His stick is kind of up. Maybe that's the problem, though. His stick is back instead of up. If his stick was up in the passing lane, but you're going to see he's going to try to grab it. But it's just a beautiful look, and something in the tape told them to attack Georgetown in this way because, we're going to watch it again since it got eaten up. Last time we'll watch it. Yeah, the video just gets all crazy and grainy. He's going to dodge. You see the help kind of got ready to come. He's looking. He even tries to go after it. No dice. The goal is scored. We're going to watch the replay on this, and we'll see how close the defender came to actually snatching this out of the sky. And what I will say, throughout this entire game, a lot of plays where Delaware won by a fraction of an inch. Incredible play out of Delaware all game long, but you just see that pass just gets past the defender. I think that is Bowen. Is Bowen 99? Beautiful look and a goal. Okay, on this next sequence, we're going to see a face-off win by Georgetown. That would generally be good. But what we're going to see is Delaware lock off on everybody adjacent. The pole has nowhere to go with the ball. Right there, he should have got rid of it, and he ends up throwing it away down to that attackman. That's a forced turnover. I don't know what that goes down in the stat book, but that is a forced turnover by the Delaware defense. Let's just watch it one more time. You're going to notice everybody's going to lock off, and they're going to do it pretty effectively. But listen, if you are a pole in this situation, right there is the time you should have popped that ball out to this guy right here. I do not know why he didn't. I'm guessing that's a D mid, wing mid, and he's thinking, let's get the ball down to the attack. But you got the ball right here. They're obviously trying to lock off. They've obviously got guys playing pretty tight off screen over here. This dude was open. Get that dude the ball because he's got the other shorty. Instead, you're going to see he's going to try to throw it down to the wing. That is not going to go well for him. Granted, that attackman maybe should have caught that. And no, that's the second pass that attackman, or second kind of easy ground ball that attackman is duffed. And now ball going back the other way. Once again, a hugely important sequence. And now just as they get their subs on the field, Delaware is going to immediately attack after that turnover. And we're going to see, once again, very simple lacrosse, but dodging with your head up, looking to feed. And we'll see we'll stop it here and we'll take a look at what's happening. Boom. So what they're doing and how they're smart is this guy, it almost looks like they're kind of zoned up to a degree. They're not, but they're all sloughing in enough that they are. So we see this guy had come off the backside and cuts into the middle of the field, as we see the guy who was kind of waiting to be helped in the crease area actually go to provide that help. And this guy's just going to kind of break out into the open. He sees it and he's looking right away. These two know what's about to happen. We have a little bit of a soft spot right there in the defense that he's going to take advantage of, and they're going to score that goal. We'll watch the replay right after. Here comes the replay. Dodging with his head up, looking, boom. And it was a quick look, and he was already there. Perfect timing. And now it's 2-0 Delaware. That is huge. 2-0 against the number 2 seed in the tournament. So credit to the defense, credit to the offense for keeping their heads up, dodging, and being ready to score a goal when a goal is badly needed. And now we're 2-0 Delaware in this game. Okay, what we're going to see here is a dodge kind of from GLE, trying to get underneath, trying to make something happen, a little bit of two-man game action. We're going to see a nice double team come, and it's just them not giving up is what we end up seeing here with Delaware. They're not going to give up. The shorty's going to get attacked here. There's the double. There's the shot. I believe that went off the pipe if we're watching it, but you just see the help is there. We're going to see the dodge. Kind of had a step, but we see everyone's in the middle of the field here. It looks like we've got stuff bottled up. This defender is going to pretty much sell out to try to get there. Forces a rough shot. Kilkiri's on the pipe, and I believe we end up seeing that bounce up into the opposite side of the pipe here. But, all of it important. This defender didn't give up. This defender provided adequate help to disrupt the shot. Goalie is in good position. Shot goes off the pipe. We're going the other way. And once again, this is important because this is going to lead to the third goal for Delaware, taking a 3-0 lead over the number 2 seed. I cannot stress enough how huge these stops are for a team with an offense as capable as Delaware's. Watch it one more time. There's the help. You see he disrupts the shot, can't get it off clean. And that's equally credit to the initial defender, the short stick defender, for not giving up, as you can credit the help defender for getting there and hustle and disrupting the shot as well. And that's going to lead to this goal that we're about to see here. Nothing special on this goal. This is just a straight dodge to the middle of the field. Shorty beating a shorty, getting a good shot off, and the goalie of the year can't make the save. He gets into that sweet spot, high crease region, hands-free, defender on his back hip, and he lets it rip. Let's watch that one more time here. Very simple and very effective. Just give it to the shorty, find the matchup, get to the rack. He goes to the inside. Not even that bad a defense. Help is even on its way. They just don't get on his hands, and he scores that goal. 3-0 here at this point. The scoreboard does not say that. The scoreboard is wrong right there. At this point, it is now 3-0 Delaware over the 2 seed in this tournament. Okay, fast forward to here. I'm only showing this because this is where Georgetown's going to take that 9-7 lead late in the game, and it kind of looks like the ball game is over. Just a quick alley dodge, hands free, rips it, makes up for some of the early mistakes that he made, not picking up a couple of those loose balls that seemed like he probably could have grabbed them. So that's what we're dealing with there. And this is where Delaware, once again, we're going to get some goalie saves, a solid defensive stop over the course of this last 4.5 minutes of this game, and Delaware is going to be able to pull out this win. But watch the dodge. Just very simple, just get down the alley, get your hands free. Is that the Notre Dame transfer, Connor Marin? I think that might have been. I don't have it in front of me to rip off all the names and the numbers and everything. Okay, what we're going to see here. This is not spectacular, but it is very spectacular at the same time. Shot, miss. Kilkiri backs that shot up. That is pretty much a turnover. Once again, look who's out back. Number 27 for Georgetown is, kind of involved in one of those, we should have probably had that, but we didn't type play for Georgetown. Kilkiri backs it up. Ball going back the other way. This is going to result in one of their goals to help them climb back into it. And the dodge on this, very simple. We're going to get down to GLE. Kind of dodged initially. We're going to re-dodge and go underneath. Help does not get there in time. Georgetown's gassed at this point, and we have a goal. So let's just kind of draw on this a little bit here. Boom. Let's just kind of look at it like what he's looking at late in a game like this. We have our guy on him. We've kind of got a shell here in this region full of Georgetown defenders. So he knows if he can get underneath, he's got a shot to at least draw a slide, force Georgetown's hand. Does not look like this backside guy has help. You'd like to see this Georgetown defender on this side of his man here so he could help low. So I think that may have been one of the things he was looking for, but as he dodges underneath his man, nothing happens, nobody goes. He waltzes in and he scores the goal. Now it's 9-8. Let's watch the replay real quick. Drew Lenkadis. I don't know how to pronounce that. We're going to try. Lenkadis. That's what I'm saying. Not the dopest of names, man. My last name's Hoos, though, so who cares? Easy. Face dodge underneath. There's the initial dodge. It's like, okay, defense kind of resets. I still have room. Boom. Easy goal. Down by 1 goal now is Delaware with time left. So now this is an interesting game. Okay, on this one, Delaware's special teams, their face-off unit and the defense is going to help them win this possession here. Face-off man wins the draw, back to Kilkiri, and we are going to have a successful clear here that's going to give Delaware yet another offensive possession, and they're going to use it wisely. Okay, so once again, we're going to see that backside look again. We're going to get a dodge up from X. See, he's trying to hit that backside. It doesn't work out, but once again, not giving up on the play. Delaware picks up that loose ball, and we have ourselves a garbage goal. I'm not even going to draw on this one. Sometimes the ball, the lacrosse gods just kind of play to your favor, and that is what happened right there. Let's watch the replay. Ty Kurtz, this Delaware attack unit last year, all 3 of them were absolutely incredible. There's the miss. Rebound kind of goes behind the cage and just opportunistic. Picks it up, sees the guy camping on the crease. Kurtz nails it. Beautiful. And now we've got ourselves a tie game. This defense and their goalkeeper for Delaware are going to have to get yet another stop to try to pull out a win in this one. And after Georgetown wins the draw, takes a timeout, we're going to see this terrible exchange here. Once again, 2-7 for Georgetown. I want to say it's Marin. I could be labeling the wrong guy here. But he ends up duffing yet another pass. That's really just an unforced turnover at the end of this game here to give Delaware this final possession. And now we're going to see what happens after that. Okay, after a Delaware timeout, this is what was set up. We are going to dodge all the way across from this corner back up to the other side up here. You're going to see. And we're just going to have a little bit of movement out top. Nothing fancy. Just a quick swap of your players out top. Now, let's watch this again because this is absolutely crazy. Hold on. Let's go back. So all we're going to see, I'm going to stop it, and all we're going to see out top here on this game-winning goal is going to be these 2 guys here just swap spots. So as the dodge is coming up, we've got kind of a half-ass pick and a dodge down here with Kurtz. And then what these guys are going to do is the same thing. We're just going to have one man set a pick for the crease guy and him come up, and then the top mids. This mid's just going to kind of come down. It's not really a pick. It's more of just a swap of players. Terrible, ugly things. And it's going to be all it takes to free up this top mid up here. And he just wastes no time. Look at that. Defense just gets lost. Boom. And he just stings. I mean, that's absolutely stinging that corner on that game winner right here. Beautiful and just not normal. defensive play out of Georgetown. This is not characteristic of how Georgetown plays defense, and they didn't play a game characteristic of how they played all year. This was a terrible outing for Georgetown on this day, a wonderful outing for Delaware, and Delaware just never gave up. They showed how tough they are. If we see the replay here, look, it just mental error on those two defenders as those two players swapped spots out on the top of that field, and we end up having a goal. Just a nasty stinger for Delaware to win this game. So Delaware fought tooth and nail. Their defense played incredible. Their goalie played incredible. They never gave up. Offensively, they were opportunistic and as aggressive as they could possibly be against a defense like Georgetown, and that is why Delaware was able to pull this out. They take a 3-zip lead thanks to some very solid defensive stops early in the game and opportunistic offensive possessions, and then late in the game when their backs were against the wall, they finished the game the way they started the game, and it just couldn't have been a more dope outcome for Delaware. Congrats to them. The LaxFactor Podcast.